Hello and welcome to the Global Fashion Workshop channel. I remind you that we release a new video 3 times a week. Today we will make a very interesting skirt. I'd say it's an asymmetrical wrap skirt, but it's not. The skirt is an imitation of the asymmetrical wrap. Everything is going to be sewed traditionally. In the center of the back panel, we will have a zipper, and the waistband will be finished with the facing. That's why the skirt is just an imitation of the asymmetrical wrap. This is a very interesting skirt, and we will sew it for my friend Tanyechka, the gorgeous. Later, you will see the review of the finished garment, but today she's not here, so we will just fit the skirt onto a mannequin. We will need the usual basic skirt block, the back part, 1/2. But for the front, we will need 2 halves, open this way. The center, front, right and left of the front block. As you see, we have the entire front of the skirt here. Let's look first at the sketch. Here's the back, just the dart and a zipper. The front, I hold the sketch this way to make it more clear to you. That's the left half, and that's the right upper half, which will go from the top to the right side. We're going to make these corners longer. We will start the drafting of this pattern from drawing these lines first. I think everyone has already seen the sketch and I can put it aside. Let's do this. I will cut the back part first to get it out of the way. And from the remaining fabric, I'm going to cut these two, the front halves. I'll add 2 centimeters for the seam allowance to the back center. And 4 centimeters for the hem on the bottom. When we finish with the back, we will start to draft the front panel. I add 4 centimeters. The skirt has to have a little bit of a trapezoidal shape. How do we achieve that? We add 2 centimeters to all of the side seams. From the hip line, we will flare it by 2 centimeters to the bottom. We will repeat the same thing with the front part. The added flare has to be equal on all the sides. That's it. I'm ready to start cutting. I will mark 2 centimeters here on the back center. I'm lying on the table, so I started to move. What wouldn't I do for our dear subscribers? If only they could see better. It's beautiful. I'm cutting it now. The hem will be folded only on the back piece. The front hem will be finished with the facing. Since the shape of the front piece will be a little different, it will be impossible to just make a fold. So, Irina Mikhailovna is cutting it almost straight. When I can't see where to cut, it is kind of hard for me. Why did I want to make the skirt on the camera? The girls could just do everything and deliver it to the customer. But I decided to do it on the camera because it is not a simple skirt, and we haven't done skirts in a long time. I'll set it aside for now. I will do the cutting on the right side. This is our wrong side. I will unfold the fabric to the right side so as to not get lost in the process, and you will have to do it the same way. The only problem will be to transfer the darts, but it is much easier to construct the asymmetry this way. So now we have to draw our lines somehow. Let's decide on this point here, from where the skirt will be opened. I put Tanya in front of the mirror and asked her, "Where will your skirt open?" We put a measuring tape and found a point, 42 centimeters from the waistline. The center front, 42 centimeters. That's our front center line. The front center is the grain line, a very important moment. Here we will also flare 2 centimeters to one side and 2 centimeters to the other side. Now we need to determine how much the skirt will be opened in this place. I recommend to open 2 centimeters on each side. Connect these points into a triangle, like this. I love drafting. I'm always in a good mood when I'm drafting. Now pay attention to what I'm going to do. Like this. We're going to tape extra paper to both sides. And I want to lengthen these corners by 5 centimeters. Look, I'm going to add 5 centimeters and you'll see how I do it. I will lengthen this edge by 5 centimeters. I connect this point here with the end of the side seam. That's how we'll do it. If you want uneven corners, you can add 3 centimeters on one side and 8 on the other. That's also correct. You can do what you want. I extend this line down, measure 5 centimeters, and also connect it with the side seam. So, we have lengthened these corners on the front. Great. I'm ready to continue with my drafting. Okay, right and left. So, we're going to draft the left half first, and then we will place the tracing paper over and draft this part here. Left half first. Everything that we see now is our right side of the fabric. I will write it down. Right side. Left part of the skirt. We don't have the right part yet. First, we will draft the left. From this point right here, we have to draw a line up. Now look, you can take it up to here, but the skirt is going to open far too much. There's nothing to hold it together. If you bring it closer to here, it won't be able to open at all. What we want is to show a little bit of skin to impress. That's why we do it, isn't it? We bring it up to the hip level here. The skirt will open up to the hips, and at the same time it is secured and won't reveal your belly button. I will show you how many centimeters I measured from the top. It's about 20 to 24. I like how this line came out. Now I'm going to take another marker, a green one. And I'm going to outline this detail here on the top. It goes to this point. Look, I could draw it straight to here, but I want it to go to the dart. So it's not going to be as straight as it is on the sketch. It's a beautiful line. And then straight into this corner here. So, what I want to say is, I'd like to extend this line a little bit further. I think it will visually look better longer. That's the way I like it. You can draw it as you wish. Don't take the marker right away. Take a pencil, eraser, and try as many times as you like. Now I put the tracing paper and copy that part with the darts. You don't have to think about anything now. Just draw, on top of the lines that we already have. The top line, the dart, the side seam, and our line extending into a slit. Our corner piece that we taped on. It's very important to keep this line during stitching. Make a basting stitch right here. Now I will cut it out. I will close the dart here. I need the dart legs to be approximately the same. I like everything. I already want this skirt myself. In the winter, I got carried away with the wrap skirts. I have 2 cashmere ones, and I just love them. Watch our old videos. We made the skirt with the dart rotated to the side and released it in the side pocket. We will leave the link below for the video about this cute skirt.
описанию на эту юбочку. Еще не все. Вы скажете, что выкройка готова, но я вам говорю, пока нет.
You would think that the pattern is ready, but I'd tell you, not yet. We don't have a grain line at all. We have no idea how to place it on the fabric. That is why put the pattern back and trace the grain line first.
Все, деталь готова. Доливая.
Right side of the fabric.
Лицо. Правое.
Right front part of the skirt.
Правое. Лицо. Левое.
Left part.
Теперь мы никогда не перевернем и не потеряемся. Нам осталось только отрезать и выбросить вот это.
Now we will cut and throw away this part.
Я захотела, чтобы оно не прямо отсюда.
Remember, we want to show off some skin, but within reason. The person will sit down and the skirt will open, but not too much.
Человек зашел, там где-то сел. Вот так немножечко будет что-то тут приоткрываться. Ну не сильно. Здесь будет этот.
It will be secured here in this corner and here in that corner.
Чтоб интрига будет в пределах разумного.
Our fabric is the right side up.
Наверх.
Patterns are with the right side up.
Лицо наверх. Вот лицо наверх.
Pay attention to it anytime you have something asymmetrical.
Всегда, когда мы имеем что-то асимметричное, неважно что. Можно перевернуть было ткань.
Of course, you could do it on the wrong side and turn the pattern down,
Но мы бы так запутались, поэтому будьте
but
внимательны.
this would be very confusing.
Сейчас я раскрешу на 2 сантиметра.
Now I will flare the side seams by 2 centimeters, starting from the hip.
От бедра раскрешаю.
Left half and the right half.
И также правую половинку. Не то чтобы, знаете, прям
Such skirts will be more comfortable with the trapezoid shape and will not open too much.
во время там сидения и так далее, ну, чтобы было комфортно. Все, начинаем кроить.
That's it. I'm starting to cut.
Это у меня лицо.
This is the right side.
Придется переносить.
I will have to transfer the darts to the other side.
Обязательно прокладочный шов.
The front center has to be marked with a basting stitch.
Шов. Контрольная вот эта отметка.
This corner has to be marked.
Я сейчас объясню немножко ситуацию.
Now I have to explain the following situation. Since the skirt needs a lot of facing for finishing, it is better to take 2 lengths of the skirt for this model. We only took 1 length because in our tailor shop we found some pieces of fabric that could be used for the facings.
Есть от других проектов вот эти обрезки, поэтому мы взяли одну длину.
I will show you some of the basting, and you will see the necessity of the basting stitches in the front center.
И вы увидите, что обязательно нужно проложить прокладочные швы по центрам. Обязательно. И не удалять эти
And don't remove those threads until the very end.
готово, и они лежат ниточка вниз.
Once when you see that the front is exactly aligned, will you have the right to remove your basting stitches.
О, прекрасно.
Wonderful. Now I will cut out the right part and I will start to baste.
Правую. И начну смотывать.
Let's check.
Проверяем.
Left part,
Левая половина,
right part.
правая половина. Сейчас я
Now I will close the darts and mark all of our notches.
нанесу все отметки. Центр переда и вот тут отметочка у нас. Показываю,
What did I do?
что заметала.
I closed the darts. I marked this corner with the basting stitches.
Надо отмечать, чтобы знать, куда должен пришиться этот угол.
It is absolutely necessary.
По центру переда.
And I marked the front center.
Что по центру переда они должны совпасть.
The second part, the front centers have to align. The darts have to align.
У нас вот такая вот будет юбочка. Сейчас
Now we will baste our side seams, and I'll show you the skirt on the mannequin.
вот наша юбочка.
Here's our skirt.
Манекенчики.
I think that if Tatiana was here, she would be very happy.
Ну, она была бы довольна.
We will wait for her.
Конечно, ей
Look at this beautiful, absolutely extraordinary skirt.
такая красивая, необыкновенная совершенно юбка. Просто очень красивая.
The back is very simple,
Очень проста.
and all the interesting moments are in the front.
Будьте разнообразны.
Be unique and feel beautiful every day. Press like, subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Paukšterina Mihailovna and the rest of our team.
Паукштрин Михайловна и вся наша команда.